Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this. Becky quick. While the average man looking at this sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want to stop it. I know that booty got dropped, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the futures, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and die. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, them handle profits while I'm still in my same big profit. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profit. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profit. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profit. That TTG money gang. Hey, make profit. We some snipers.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading live stream. I'm coming to you streaming, enjoying the extra long weekend. The markets are closed today, but that doesn't mean that we can just kick back and relax, because we got to talk about how we're going to be making money this week. It is a huge week in the market. A ton of things are happening this week, a ton of catalysts. We got to talk about it. The market's a little on edge. Dow is now down for 3 consecutive weeks in a row. Does that trend continue for a fourth, or is it time to buck the trend and start to move back to the upside? The catalyst this week will determine that answer. We're going to discuss them here today on this live. Welcome, folks. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the current head trader and co-founder of True Trading Group. Now, we are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that is available to the retail trader today. So if you're ready to learn trading profit for real, you've come to the right place. 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, we go live right here for free, where myself, other TTG Pro Trader moderators, special guests drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons, market commentary to help you become better traders and investors immediately. So smash that like button, turn on your notifications, subscribe to this channel. Make sure you guys never miss out on anything it is that we discuss on here, because we're dropping golden nuggets on a regular basis that can really help you guys in your own trading and investing journeys. But why should you listen to anything that I have to say? Good question. Well, I did not figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working at a first job out of college. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession, the stock market crash, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group, and along with my team, professional trading mods, and an over 30-person staff, we've helped thousands of people from all over the world reach their goals of profitability. You see, we are the fastest growing and highest rated platform out there because we combine university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, and do workshops and provide mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, futures, day trading, swing trading, also long-term investing. There's something for everybody inside True Trading Group. You see, we take that university level of curriculum, we combine it with today's top financial tools that are worth over $5,000 a year, easy on their own. But these are the tools that make the difference. These are the tools that successful traders use that give them access to more information that helps them make better decisions, chances of success. That's the difference. But the problem is these tools cost $5,000 to $6,000 a year if you were to go pay for them on your own. We have spent years building relationships with these companies so we can put their products on our platform at no additional cost to you. Save you guys right there $5,000 to $6,000 a year just from being part of the TTG. Get access to the TTG family members, the TTG community, thousands of traders and investors that are the most helpful, supportive, educated, and successful community of traders you are ever going to find. And of course, you get all the real-time trade alerts from the other moderators and myself that have been able to maintain cumulatively amongst all of us as a group, just around an 80% win rate in years. So again, if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on your notifications, make sure you guys never miss out on any of these live streams. Before I get into the live stream here today, though, I do first want to give a huge big thank you to our partners over at Benzinga. For those that don't know, Benzinga does offer their own educational, yet they still fully endorse the TTG platform for the massive added value that it provides for their members and their community. We're grateful to Benzinga for the opportunity to further educate their community and to offer the Benzinga Pro Newsfeed and Squawk Box, which is well over $1,000 a year just on its own. If you guys were to go to Benzinga, it is on the TTG platform. We include that as part of your team. So if you guys are here from Benzinga, you guys are in the right place. We welcome all of you. Now, listen, I'm going to blow everyone's mind right now, because like normally I come on here and I give like this big intro, right? Like we call it in this live for the live streams, like we call it setting the tone. But to be honest with everybody, I want to cut to the chase and I want to tell you exactly what I think you need to hear to get you in the right mindset for tomorrow. Because even though this is a short week, it's a very impactful week that will, listen to what I said, will move the markets. Now, if you're like most other retail investors right now, you've made a giant mistake. You're far too complacent. You're far too comfortable. You have all piled back into the market in droves. And I say for some reason, but really this is not a mystery. Unfortunately, this is literally what happens every single market cycle. And that's exactly what's taking place again here right now. What's happening now is not new. This is not the first time, last time. My only hope is that this could be the last time that you participate in the way that you are right now. And let me explain what I'm talking about. Let me explain maybe the cycle of the retail investor real quick. In a market like we had in 2020 and 2021, you just close your eyes, throw it, and whatever stock you land on, you just buy it and you could have made money, right? Everything went up. The market did nothing but go straight up. Valuations went through the roof with very little fundamental reason for any of it. Even though I've said it time and time again, I've actually been called stupid by some people. I've been told by some that fundamentals no longer matter in the stock market, and you act. And now you are seeing it. You're seeing what happens when fundamentals actually matter. Stocks only go up. And if the only time that you are able to make money is when stocks go up, then you have a very real problem on your hands. So now, because nobody sold, they assumed the market was going to go up forever like it was in 2021. And then the market crash started in 2022. And the market went down for virtually the entire year. Volatility was at an all-time high, and people panicked because they don't know how to respond to volatility. As a trader, volatility should be your best friend. Volatility is what creates the opportunities that we have been taking advantage of in this market for the last several years. And as a result, people that did not know how to cope and deal with that volatility lost an incredible amount of money. Up substantially on paper in their accounts, yet they did not sell, and then watch all of those gains disappear in 2022, and some even worse end up being losses. So then what happens in 2022, right? Market starts going back down, starts to crash. Everybody starts to panic. Everybody's fearful. Pessimism was at its all-time peak in September and October. Remember, Credit Suisse was supposed to go out of business, and that was the Lehman moment. You guys remember that? People were talking about the emergency Fed meeting. None of these things were true. None of these things were even close to being accurate pieces of information, but it is the garbage that got spewed all over social media outlets just to get your attention and to scare you. People said, never mind a recession, we're talking about a depression. Wrong, 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 and wrong. Pessimism was at its peak. You had inflation, you had the recessions coming, right? Everybody thought the market was going to go down 80%. And in September and October, trader and investor actually turned into net sellers. They sold out of every single thing and that September and October timeframe ended up being your most recent market bottom, and the markets have rallied and bounced off that level ever since. So now, the market starts to rebound. The world did not end like everybody told you it was ending. And you go into 2023 with this rebound, and what starts to happen? Inflation confirmed it has peaked. It started to come down. And then all of a sudden, these retail investors and traders now have a very different fear than they did just a couple of months ago. They went from peak pessimism to peak optimism in a short period of time. And now, for whatever the reason, they decide that the best time to get back into the stock market, because obviously there was a very big question, right? First, whether it was, do the retail investors still have money, right? That was a big question people had coming into 2023. That question has been answered. The answer is yes. The consumer is still strong. Retail sales were strong. The jobs market is still strong. But for whatever the reason, when the stock market starts to run higher, that's when everybody decided to come back in. Not when it was crashing, but no, now when it's in like this mid-cycle peak, or you're getting towards this mid-cycle top. Education 101. The first thing that you're ever going to learn is what? Keep it real simple for everybody. Buy low, sell high. Right? So everybody always says, buy low, sell high. Okay? Unfortunately, people let their emotions dictate their actions, and as such, fail to recognize when to buy low and sell high. They hope it just goes higher. The time to buy is when the price of a stock is down and depressed, not at highs. And unfortunately, this is the same story over and over and over again. And for everyone, hold on a second here, guys. Yep. Same one. All right, guys. Okay. I lost my train of thought. I'll just pull it back. People have allowed, retail investors have allowed people to have allowed their emotions to dictate their actions and such fail to recognize when to buy low and sell. They buy, they hope that the stocks are just going to keep going higher and higher and higher. Okay. I've seen this happen through every single market cycle. Stock market crashes, this is how they happen. The best of professionals sell first, the rest of professionals sell second, retail sells last. Best of the professionals buy first, rest of the professionals buy second, retail buys last. That's how every single stock market crash cycle happens. That's why every stock market crash is the greatest transfer of wealth, but it's the transfer of wealth in the opposite direction, from people that can't afford to give their wealth away back into those that don't really need anymore. All right, so what are we doing?
Just tell them we're going to fix it.
Guys, we're going to fix the audio. Adam's here, guys. Everyone say hi to Adam.
It's not me.
Could be the internet connection, dude.
It isn't.
I mean, it's not the mic.
No, but it's been
Every time. It's exactly
Really?
every time.
maybe move that. Put it on silent mode. Test. Test, test, test. Is that better? Test, test, test.
It's the same mic.
Is that better? Better? No.
Yeah, this is the same mic.
Huh? I'll explain it later.
All right, guys. So hopefully now everybody can hear me and audio is now better and fixed. Everybody, thank Adam for coming to the rescue. We needed this. You guys cannot hear what I was saying that whole time. You guys said I was cutting it out. So I hope you guys were able to pick up with what is that we were, that I was saying and that we were discussing. But so let me go back to and circle back to kind of that cycle, right? This is what happens to the retail trader and investor. They fall victim to the emotional roller coasters and they fall victim to the emotional extremes. They wait until the market's at all-time highs to say, oh, look, stocks are doing well. I should get involved in the stock market. Then they say, wow, I'm losing everything. I better sell before I lose everything. And then that's the bottom. And that's the vicious cycle of the retail investor that is played out through every single stock market crash and continue to play out through every single stock market crash going forward. And my only hope is that is the last time that you participate in that and on the side in which you are. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of humility and a sprinkle of willingness to get out from underneath this cycle. And honestly, I'm really proud to say that my members of True Trading Group, my family, these members, for the most part, they all have. The vast majority of TTG are making money. They're becoming better traders during this environment. They're out from under this cycle. They have broken those chains. They are out from under that cycle. They have broken away from the emotional control that their emotions have had over all of their financial decision-making process over the last years of their stock market journey. They don't have to fall victim to the nonsensical cycle that continues to repeat itself over and over again. You don't have to take my word for it either. Members of True Trading Group, you guys can just type the $ in chat right now. If you're making money, you guys are becoming better traders. If you have broken out of that cycle, if you are now on the right side of that decision-making process, type the $ right now inside of chat. Just type the $ in chat right now. You guys are making money and you are becoming better traders. If anyone's on this live stream right now, you are not a member of True Trading Group. Just pay attention to how many people are typing the $, because these people typing the $, these are your peers. They're not smarter than you. They don't have more money than you. They're not luckier than you. They don't have more experience. They don't have more time. They have all the same hurdles and excuses that you have for yourself. Yet here they are now telling you that they're actually making money though. So they can do it. Why can't you? give them some special secret. Ooh, this special secret indicator that no one knows about. I'm going to tell you. Garbage, nonsense. Hey, 5 minutes a day. Just follow me. You can make $1,000 in 5 minutes every single day, every time, every day. Garbage. The thing that they have that you don't is a real professional level of education, which is similar to what I learned when I worked at the fund in New York. I was taught by professional traders how to do things properly. That's the education that they have access to that you don't. They also have access to the $5,000 to $6,000 worth of tools that successful traders use to get more information and make more decisions. They don't make their decisions based on Reddit message boards and Twitter. Right? That's not where they make their decisions from free. That's not how they make their decisions. That's the difference between them and you. That's why they're typing the dollar sign. Now, there's a lot going on this week. Don't let the fact that this is a short week trick you into thinking that there's nothing going on this week. There's a lot going on. And these things that will move the market. So let me explain. You've got earnings from monsters, Alibaba, Walmart, Home Depot, Coinbase. You have Lucid, you got Beyond Meat, and a whole lot more. You have the Fed minutes. What are those? You're going to get to see exactly what the Fed discussed inside the last Fed meeting from a couple of weeks ago. You're going to get Q4 GDP numbers revised. So we're going to get a reading on the GDP number. Has the GDP number for Q4, did it go up or down? Right, so revised GDP numbers. And you're also getting some members of the Federal Reserve are going to be speaking this week. These are all major catalysts. And these catalysts will move the market. The market's been consolidating for the last couple of weeks since its big run up to start off 2023. This big bounce. The markets are kind of consolidated to start the month of February. Okay, but I believe that with all these catalysts this week, that this is the week that we're going to get a better sense of direction. Right? Either way, this is going to be a massive volatility week. And I intend to make money this week. And I intend to make a lot of it this week. I also intend to be right trading to help them make money and to help them make a lot of it this week. My TTG fan, you guys are excited to make a lot of money this week. Sound off in chat, give me an Ayo, because that is exactly what our goal and our game plans are for this entire week. So without any further ado, I want to get into this stream, right? We have a lot to talk about, obviously. But before we do, I do have to welcome. Okay. I'm sorry for the audio, guys. I'll power through, and I hope you guys will too. I'm in Mexico at a 5-star resort, and the internet is a bit spotty. So we will try to power through this audio situation here, guys. I do apologize, but listen, this is such a big week. I didn't want to not do a stream here. It's such a big week. I want to make sure you guys are all prepared for us to come here this week. So anyone hating, sorry. I'm at a 5-star resort in Mexico with spotty internet, so we're going to push through. We're going to have to push through the audio here for the stream. But before we do, I do want to welcome Shanice. Shanice is the newest member of the TTG family, and honestly, real quick, before we go into anything, I want to make sure that everybody is well aware. We have to welcome Shanice, newest member of the group. I didn't say anything, and Shanice just grabbed one of our spots. So on Friday's live stream, we had 50 membership before the price was going up today at midnight. So today at midnight, the price takes a jump. Okay, so we had 50 spots available until today at midnight before the price was to move higher. Now we are down to 29. Okay, so now we're down to 29. So everybody welcome Shanice, newest member of the TTG family. Real quick, before we get into anything else, I want to make sure that how you guys can join the TTG platform and how we kind of are here where we are with these 29 spots now available. Because when you do go to ttgoffer.com and you guys use the coupon code TTG121, okay? You got to go to ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. That will bring the price all the way down, okay? That'll bring the price all the way down to $920 for the annual membership to True Trading Group, which includes all of our courses and all of our tools. All right, there's no upsell for tools. We do not have any laptops, but you will be getting a free one-on-one mentor session with one of our pro traders at True Trading Group. Let me explain and also a double your money back guarantee. But that membership includes our entire 22 course curriculum, which is a simplified version of the educational, and I worked at the fund in New York. Joe, maybe you can post up the link of all of our courses right now inside of the chat so people can click on and see for themselves all of the courses and topics that they're going to have access to once they do become a full-time member. You guys can click on that link that Joe will post up in chat for us. You can see for yourself all of the 22 course curriculum. The pros real-time news feed, as well as insider trades and congressional trades. You can actually track Congress members and their family members and what trades they are making. You guys can have access to all of this information. Just that alone, if you went to Benzinga, it's going to cost you over $1,400 for the year. It's included when you join True Trading Group for the $920. You get Quote Media's full book level 2. You get TradingView's premium charting software. That's like $600 a year. That's included in your membership. You get ET&A's simulator that lets you practice trading stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data. You get the Trade ID scanner. That's the industry standard scan to make sure it was full day. Our own proprietary scanner that lets you create custom scans. You've got obviously our chat room, the mobile app that lets you be connected to chat and get all of our real-time trade alerts, even if you are not in front of your computer during the day. You'll get access to a social sentiment scanner, a trading journal, unusual options activity, options flow. All of these tools are included when you join for $920. Okay, so let me simplify this for you. We have the education, right, that you need, the community that you've been searching for, and the tools that can take you to the next. That is the True Trading Group platform. Like I said, successful traders do not use Reddit and Twitter and Discord to make their trading decisions. They use the tools that I had just named for you. These are the tools that can help you take your trading to the next level. These are the tools that give you access to more information so you can start making better decisions, so we can increase your chances of success. That's how so many members of True Trading Group are typing. It's not luck. It's not a secret. It's a professional level of education. It's access to real professional tools. And it's to be part of a community that generally gives a damn whether or not they succeed or fail. Go to .com, enter the coupon code TTG121. You'll click apply code. The price drops to $920. That's it for the whole year. You get a free one-on-one mentor session with one of our mods and a double your money back guarantee. It's quite simple. This is how it works. I stand behind this platform. I put my money where my mouth is. I know I'll come in these live streams. I talk a big game, but we back it up. You join our platform, commit to the platform, and utilize what you're subscribing to. Go through the courses, pass the quizzes, attend one study group. You do those three things and are still unable to make back the $920 membership fee at least once, I will give you back double your money. I'll give you back $1,840. Dead serious. I can offer you that because we've only had to give a refund to roughly 2.83% of our entire member base since 2016. About 78% of our users end up renewing their membership. We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,000 reviews. Based on all of these statistics, I can very comfortably sit here and very confidently offer you a double your money back guarantee. Now, if all of our members were losing money and nobody was even making back their membership fee, I wouldn't be able to offer you a double your money back guarantee because True Trading would cease to exist. And like I said, this business is thriving and growing with 30 employees and counting, and will continue to. If you are currently a trial member, if you are currently a trial member, you used to be a trial member, or if you used to be an annual member and you guys want a $20 deal, you have to send us a text message first, though, because you have to whitelist your email address. So text us to the phone number that's at the bottom of your screen, 786-505-4049. Again, 786-505-4049. Phone number's right down there at the bottom of your screen. All right. Price is going up at midnight tonight. There are 29 spots available at the Shanice took ones. We have 29 spots left at this $920 price. This is our President's Day sale. After midnight tonight, price goes back up. So again, if you guys want that $920 price point, go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop down to $920. Fill out your info, check out. You got the free one-on-one mentor session, and you got the double your money back guarantee. Listen, I don't think you need the double your money back guarantee. Obviously, we've only had to give it to 2.83% of our members. but it's there for peace of mind. And it's there for you to hold us accountable. You commit to True Trading Group, we're going to commit right back to you. And that's fair. And that's how we run this business. Again, if you have any questions at all, send us a text to 786-505-4049. All right, folks, these spots, and honestly, why would it? The secret's out. People are making money, right? They're getting something real. They're getting a real education. They're getting access to real tools, real difference makers. They get real tools, real education, real community, real mentorship in a world full of crap. There's a bunch of crap and a bunch of garbage out there that are talking about, oh, we have this one special secret strategy that no one knows about except us, and we're going to tell you about it. I got this one special secret chart pattern that no one knows about except us. No. We're going to give you guys a real level of education similar to what I received when I worked at a fund in New York. That's how I learned to be the trader that I am today. I didn't figure it out on my own in my mother's basement. If you guys want access to that, you go right now. You enter the code TTG121, click apply code. The price will drop to $920. Check out. You guys are good to go. Take advantage, guys, before the price goes up at midnight tonight. We got to welcome Will. Will is the newest member of the group. We're now down to 28. Will's the newest member of the group. Again, TTGoffer.com, TTG121, coupon code, apply code. You guys are then good to go. All right, somebody welcome Will. Like I said, guys, we're down to 28 spots. If you can't make back that $920 after going through the courses, passing the quizzes, and attending a study group, I'll give you guys back double your money. You'll know you're one of the 28 later, because if you see the price is still below $1,000, then that means it's not too late. So when you go to ttgoffer.com, how do you know you're one of those 28 spots? When you type in the coupon code TTG121, you click apply code. If the price drops down to $920, then you know you're good to go. Because once we have those people sign up, that coupon code will not drop that price to $920 no longer. The price will be going up after midnight tonight. So as long as you see $920 after entering that coupon code, if that coupon is $920, then that means you guys are good to go and you're one of the 28 spots. So if you're watching this live stream later after it's already aired, that's how you know you're getting the $920 price point. Okay? So there you guys have that. All right? Good stuff. Kick it on over now. Let's bring things over to the charts. And let's start talking about, what we have cooking here this week. And let's go on over to the SPY. And let's talk about what I think, some levels here. Let's talk about some levels here on the SPY here first. All right. So this is what I want to kind of go over with you guys. A couple of key levels and a couple of key points. We got to welcome Peter. Everybody, Peter, welcome Peter. 27 spots now remain. Everybody welcome Peter. Again, guys, ttgoffer.com, TTG1. You want one of these spots. There's 27 of them left. So whatever happens first, midnight or 27 people sign up, then the price goes up. You have any questions? Again, text us, 786-505-4049. Send us a text. If you have any questions at all, guys, we're a full open book. We're fully transparent. If questions about myself, questions about the platform, about the mods, about our trading, about anything, you send us a text, that phone number will answer any questions that you guys have. All right? All right. All right, so to the charts, there's a couple of levels that I want to point out to you guys. Okay? All right, a couple of levels I want to point out to you. So let's draw them out. Let's draw them out. A couple of important levels here. All right, as we zoom this in, you'll see this area of consolidation that we've been in. We've been in this downward sloping channel, right, for the last 2 weeks, right? You guys can see we're in this downward sloping channel for the last 2 weeks. All right, here it is. There's a downward sloping channel on the SPY consolidating after what was the big run up in January. This big explosive in January. Now we're kind of pulling it back in and consolidating. We've actually, the Dow has been red now for 3 consecutive weeks, trying to break out of that trend, but it's been very slow. It's been a very slow, methodical type of pullback, consolidation, and chop. But the support level here is quite clear, 405. 405. This 405 level, we're going to draw a line right across it on my screen. This level, this level right here is a double bottom. This double bottom level from Friday. And then there's that previous double bottom here from February 10th. There is your previous double bottom level of support until you drop to structure support at 400. I want you guys to be drawing these lines on these levels on your screen. All right, there's your structure support at 400. If you get underneath 405, I'm looking for the SPY to get back to 400 minimum to be short on that move. So if, for example, Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday, depending on the catalyst that you have coming out, if we are underneath that 405 level, right, and we really get underneath it, we got down to 404 on Friday, but then recovered. We got back above it. So you tested the level and then closed back above it. So that level has still not been broken. But if you get underneath that 404, 405 level, it should be an easy 4 to 5 point move back to 400. So that's going to be one of the top trade ideas that we're going to be looking for if that level gets broken and violated this week on the back of either PCE inflation data. You're getting some more inflation data that's coming out this week. You have more Fed members that are going to be talking. Ever since you had Bullard make his comments on Thursday of last week, the markets got very anxious. The markets got a little shaky, and that caused a pretty significant pullback in the markets when Bullard started to make some very hawkish comments about inflation, about raising further than the Fed's target right now of 5.1. These are all the things that you're going to want to be listening to. If you have a couple of earnings misses from a Walmart, from a Home Depot, from an NVIDIA, if those companies miss on earnings, and you just get that weakness and that anxiety that's been in the market for the last couple of days, starts to bigger, and that anxiety starts to turn into a little bit of worry, fear, and then selling pressure starts to come into the market, and that breaks that 404, 405 level, takes you down to 400, and that's going to be a beautiful area that we look. Okay. Now, flip side of these things, what if all the other catalysts, I don't know what these catalysts are going to come in at, guys. I don't know what the PCE inflation data is going to be. I'm going to assume it's going to be hot because the CPI and the PPI data was hot. And the PPI data was scorching hot. It wasn't even close. It wasn't even the same ballpark. So I'm fully expecting the PCE data to also, come in hot. I'd be surprised, honestly, the PCE data, how high CPI and PPI numbers actually were. So I'm expecting a hot PCE number. The Fed minutes, I'm expecting a little bit of a hawkishness in the Fed minutes as well. All right. So these are all the things that I'm looking for to see if we're going to actually get that move to the downside and break 404 to 405. But out from NVIDIA, from Walmart, from Home Depot, and the earnings are actually good. I don't know what those earnings are going to be. I'm not going to try to pretend like I know what the earnings are going to be. I'm not going to try to pretend like I know what the Fed members that are speaking this week, what they're going to say. I'm not going to pretend that I know what's in the minutes from the Fed meeting from a couple of weeks ago. I don't know what's in. Nobody can sit here and say, oh yeah, this is what they're going to say. This is what's going to be in the minutes. This is what the earnings are going to be. I'm not sitting here telling you I'm psychic. I'm not sitting here telling you I'm going to predict the future. What I am sitting here telling you is that I know exactly how the markets will react to these specific catalysts, whether they are bullish or bearish catalysts. And when that data comes in, we'll be able to say, okay, that's good for the market or that's bad for the market. And I'm going to react accordingly. These are the time periods. These are the situations where it pays to be, reactive instead of predictive. Don't try to predict this stuff, react to it. We got to welcome Billy. Billy's the newest member of the group. 26 spots now remain. Billy, welcome to the family. Everybody give a big warm shout out to our boy Billy. Guys, remember, if you want to join right now before the price goes up and get that $920 offer.com right now, use the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. The price will drop right down to $920. You have any questions? Text us. 786-5049. Just send us a text message. You guys have any questions? Also, if you're currently a trial, you used to be a trial, or you used to be an annual member and you guys want this deal, you have to text us at that number because we have to whitelist your email address. Guys, don't forget the price is going up at midnight tonight. We got to welcome Josie. Josie, welcome to the family. 25 spots now remain. Josie, welcome to the family. 25 spots now remain. You guys have till midnight tonight or 25 spots remain. Don't forget, you got the double your money back guarantee, guys. I don't think you need it, but it's there for peace of mind and to hold us accountable. If you can't make the $920 membership fee back at least once, I'll give you back $1,840. That is the deal. That's a commitment that we make to you when you join True Trading Group. You get access to all of our courses, all of our tools. There's never any upsells for the courses or those tools. Okay, the courses and the tools are always included with your membership. Now, there's other things you can pay for if you want, like extra tutelage or after-hours help and mentorship. Sure, there's other things you can pay for, but the courses and the tools are all. Vishnu Shankar, welcome to the trial. However, Vishnu Shankar, I have to make sure that you do understand, if you're joining the trial membership right now, the cheapest you're going to be able to get access to the annual membership would be $1,420. Make sure that you know that. If you're joining the trial membership right now, if you want the $920 price point, you have to go to ttgoffer.com and you've got to use the coupon code TTG121. All right. So anybody that is a trial currently, it's going to cost you $1,420 to become a member. So you have to text us to 786-505-40 so we can write mail address so you guys can get the $920 price point. All right. So again, just text us. All right. Just text us. All right. So back on over. Let's get back on down over to these levels. So like I said, I'm not going to try to predict what these catalysts are going to be. I'm going to react to them. That's what we've been doing since you've had this massive spike in volatility. Right. You go back to 2022 when volatility was at all-time highs and has continued into 2023. It has paid very handsomely to react to the data rather than try to predict the data. And us as active traders, we can be long one day and short the next, long one week and short the next. And that is played into our advantage. And that is what we are going to continue to do going forward, especially in a short week that is loaded with catalysts. So if that 445 level you see on my screen, if that double bottom breaks, you will see me short down to this 400 number. Now, why 400? 400 is, you guys can see this previous little pivot support level, and prior to that, it was a very large level of resistance that you guys can see before we broke above it at the end of January and then started to climb back up to the upside. So there's your resistance at 400. We broke above it, it became support, and then we rallied higher, and now we've been consolidating, trying to hold what is called a higher low. But if that level breaks with these catalysts, you look for a move back to 400. And honestly, if we get back to 400, your next support level after 400 is going to be down around the mid 390s. And the reason why the mid 390s start to come into play is now these are more major moving averages that you're looking for. We did have a golden cross occur at the very beginning of February. Golden cross is when the 50-day moving average crosses above the 200-day moving average. And this dark blue line that you see on my screen, that is the 50-day moving average. The yellow line is the 200-day. You can see right here, all right, on, let me see, this is February 2nd, you had a golden cross. On February 2nd, we crossed above the 200-day moving average. So that is typically a bullish indicator in the markets. When you get a golden cross, it's typically bullish for the market. So when that, I expect that to get tested, which is why I love for the markets to get back down to 400. Because if you get back to 400, let's say by Wednesday or so, Wednesday or Thursday, that would mean this 50-day moving average is also going to continue to climb higher because it is slowing up.
Like nobody. Hang on. Yeah, no shit, Joe. Thanks for your help. All right, here. Watch out. Get off the screen. All right. Let me see. Test. Test. Is that any better? Test. This is a test. Can you guys hear me okay? Test. Still test.
That's better.
Okay. All right, try that. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everyone's saying that is better. Okay. All right. Good, guys. I'm glad that this is better.
Of course it's fits.
Yeah. Of course. I'm glad that the audio is working better. Glad the audio is working better for you guys. Perfect. All right. So let's go back on over to the charts. We'll get back on over to our charts and the analysis here. So that's why I really think that we need to get down to this 400 level. We got to get down to this 400 level so that we could test this structure and then also test 50-day moving average and see if there's any validity to that golden cross. There's any validity to that 50-day moving average, because if you do, you should find some supports down there in the mid 390s. So I think you get down to 400, and then depending on the catalyst, you probably pierce it, maybe get into the high 390s, and then start to test those major moving averages. You got 50-day, 200-day moving average, and then here's the 100-day, this purple line that's coming up underneath you, and that's going to give you a lot of support here once you get into the mid 390s. So I do expect there to be a lot of support down there in the mid 390s. I do think bulls will try to take a stand down there in the mid 390s. Yeah, the audio is really bad again. So we're just the internet. We're just cutting in and out.
It's not the internet.
Okay, just put it on there. Thank you. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry guys, we're in Mexico and having issues with our.
Here's what we're gonna do. Where's your mic plugged into right now?
Right here.
Okay, where? This one? Is that any better? It's not the internet. Testing. No, not any better. All right, I guess talk slower. Get it off here, because that'll. Of course you do. Mine's fine. Do you want to use mine? It's not using it. Test.
They said it sounded better. All right, we're gonna see if it's maybe better on Adams, guys, and I can just switch over then.
Yeah, come over here.
So we're gonna see if Adams' audio is well. Just you connect and see if I'll turn mine down and you turn yours up.
For a second.
All right, guys, I'm going to turn mine down. Adam's going to try to come on his connection, and we'll see if his is any better. So just stand by with us 1 second.
Hello. Turn your sound off, man. Hello. Hello. Yeah, it's good now, right? Yep, way better. I know. It's his computer. It's not the internet. We're using the same internet. I know. All right. Yeah, Mike, come over here. Oh, all right. Well, then sit back. I don't know.
Unless you bring your laptop here, and I can talk.
I wouldn't touch it if it's working. You know what you do? Get on your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, use your phone. Use your phone. Open Safari. Open Safari. So you can't do it like that. Go to restream.io. And then you're going to sign in there. Do you know the login? Of course not. Can I have it, please? No?
Come on, man.
Can I please do it?
You just tell me the line so I don't know it.
I have rewritten down. And now I'll save.
Just intuition.io.
You gotta do it as Safari.
Oh, it wasn't Safari.
No, just
Oh, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It just
How's that?
Is this any better, guys?
Any better? Test, 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 test. Okay, all right, go. Just use that. Don't use anything else.
The things we do for education, guys. The things we do. Oh, down here in Mexico, trying to make this work for you guys. to the best we possibly can. Let's go ahead and get my charts back up. All right, so this is better. Good. Perfect. All right, guys. So let's get back over into on these charts and on these levels. Good. Okay, guys, so that's what I'm looking for. All right, before we kind of had our technical difficulties there, we are looking for a move for us to get back down to this $400 level, which is this previous structural resistance from January. We broke over that in the end of January, retested it, became support. That is a structure level. I think we get down there, and then you're going to get into these major moving averages. And I really do believe that this level, these levels, and these moving averages need to be tested. So I am coming into this week initially looking for some more downside. I will tell you this very specifically. I've been coming into these last couple of trading days, specifically like the last week, I feel, and I've been coming in with a bias, like a very neutral standpoint. We got to welcome Paul and Oded. So that means we're down to, I believe that's 23 spots now. That's 23 spots now, guys. So everybody welcome Paul and Oded. 23 spots now. All right, so go to ttgoffer.com. Use that coupon code TTG121. You'll click apply code. The price will drop right down to $920. You get access to all the courses and all the tools. You get the free mentor session, and you also have the double your money back guarantee. Guys, don't forget about that as well. Like I said, I don't think you need peace of mind. It's there to, so you guys can hold us accountable. I have no problem offering you double your money back. I don't think there's a single other company out there that's going to offer you that. You got to ask yourselves why you think that is.
And also, you know what we're going to do? Because this video is so chopped up, the second that this video is done, we're and delete this video. And Mike will make a quick 10-minute, 15-minute of, of what to expect this week, or we'll just pull it from here. So that way you don't, if you're watching it later, you don't have to go through all that technical stuff.
Yeah, did you guys hear all that? So after this video, because we have so many technical difficulties with this as we're trying to make this happen for you guys in Mexico, we're going to post up like a 10-minute video after this that will give a recap of my expectations for the week and the levels that we're discussing, so that you guys have so if you're watching this later, you'll be able to go through and get the highlights for what it is that we're looking at for this week. Yep, no problem, guys. It is our pleasure. It is our pleasure. All right, so that's what I'm looking for. All right. Now, the resistance side of things that we're going to be looking for is going to have to be all the way up at the top end. That top end of this range brings you up to around like 417. That area, I'll just draw a line across 417. I'll just draw it on here, and you guys can see the last couple times that we've gotten up to this area. You can see here these 3 days right there. You can see there being a tough little level of resistance up there around 417 that's the top end of this range, and that looks like it's got pretty solid resistance level up at the top end of that range. So once you get to like 415 to 417, that's a top end of that range, and I'm not sure if there's going to be enough unless there's like a surprise lighter than expected PCE number. We got to welcome Nina. Nina, welcome to the TTG family. We're now down to 22 spots. We're now down to 22 spots before the price goes up at midnight tonight. So you guys, like I said, want that 920 price point. You have till midnight tonight or until 22 people join. You'll know you're one of the 22 as long as it says 900 on code TTG121 on ttgoffer.com. That's how you guys know you're good to go. All right, just enter your info, check out, you're done. All right, you'll get the one-on-one mentor session with myself or any one of the other moderators so we can really focus on your trading specifically, talk about what adjustments we can make to improve this are, what you're doing wrong, how we can fix it. We got to welcome Max. Max is the newest member of the group. Everybody welcome Max. 21 spots remain. Right? We had 50 on Friday. We are now down to 21. We had 50 on Friday. We're now down to 21. Somebody welcome Max. 21 spots left. Guys, if you're a trial already, or if you used to be a trial, or you're used to be an annual member, and you guys want this, you have to text us because you have to whitelist your email, 786-505-4049. Okay, that's 786-505-4049. All right. So there you guys have that. All right, so there you go. That's it, guys. Does anybody have any questions specifically about these levels and about the overall markets and kind of what I'm expecting for? Because you have, this weird, like these next couple of weeks are going to be really crucial because you have the Fed meeting in about a month. So you kind of have a clean runway here until your next Fed meeting. You're just going to have a ton of inflation numbers. You're going to have February inflation numbers you're going to get next month also before the Fed meeting. So we have a lot of catalysts that can really get this market moving before the Fed. Rebecca, welcome. 20 spots now left. 20 spots now left. Everybody welcome Rebecca. 20 spots left. Yes, I absolutely can. Mike, if you can, send a shout out and congratulations to Steve Moore. Steve Moore is a lifetime member of True Trading Group, and he just had his second baby just this past Saturday. So Steve Moore, lifetime member, True Trading Group, congratulations, member for your blood family. And we can be welcoming Rebecca, the new family, at the same time. So welcome, Rebecca and Steve Moore, my man. Congratulations on the birth of your second kid. God bless. All right, so Rebecca, 20 spots now remain. Again, folks, TTG 121 coupon code. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Text us, 786-505-4049. Does anybody have any questions specifically right now about what we are discussing? Does anybody have any questions about these catalysts, about the data coming out this week? You have questions about the levels that we just went over? Now is the time to ask, okay, before it's time to run to a rehearsal dinner. So you guys, now is the time to ask. We got to welcome Janet. Janet, welcome to the family. Now we're down to 19. Guys, these are going quick, right? We had 30 when we started, now down to 19. We had 5th Friday. Janet, welcome to our family. It's a pleasure to have you on board, and all of our new members. So guys, now is the time to ask. Any questions you have, type them in chat. We'll throw them on the screen. It'll be my pleasure to answer anything that I can. Welcome, Janet. Guys, again, seriously, if you have any questions, just text us, 786. Questions about the membership. Right now, I'm asking you if you have questions about trading or the markets or this data, you send me the message right now inside chat. But if you have questions about the membership, text us, 786-505-4049. What is the no landing I keep hearing people talking about? Man, let me tell you something. That is the perfect example. I'm glad you asked this question, actually, Reaper Trades. So no landing means the economy is not even going to slow down. Never mind there be a recession. So when you have these like rate hike cycles, right? And you go through these economic cycles, you have like the moments of growth and expansion, which is what you had in 2021, obviously. And then the Fed raises interest rates, and then you go into a period of an economic slowdown. But that slowdown doesn't result in a recession where you'll have two consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth with a 1% spike in unemployment. That is what would get you a recession. But you can have a slowdown without having a recession, and that would be a soft landing. A no landing scenario means the economy doesn't even slow down. That's a no landing scenario. And that is of how we went from peak pessimism, which was a depression, and an 80% drop in the market in a Lehman Brothers moment, to now we're at peak optimism, which is no landing at all. We just went through the fastest rate hike cycle in history, and the economy's not even going to slow down. That's peak optimism. Both of those, in my opinion, are wrong. Peak optimism, wrong. Peak optimism, wrong. We got to welcome Andre. Andre, newest member to the group. 18 of these spots now remain. 18 spots left. Everybody welcome Andre. All right. So guys, remember, you get the $920 price point. The price goes up at midnight. This is our President's Day sale. This is your last chance at the $920 price point. It goes up at midnight. Okay. And you get the one-on-one mentor session with any one of our mods, including myself, where we can talk about your trading specifically, see what you're doing wrong, and what adjustments we can make to improve your P&L. Money back guarantee. I stand behind this platform, guys. And how else, how better of a way to prove it to you than to actually put up our own money behind your success? That's a commitment that we make to you when you commit to True Trading Group. Yeah, that no landing scenario I think is insane. I think that's peak optimism. Just like I told you in September and October of last year, like when I go back, I'm like looking at these charts, right? And you see like right back here, September and October, when we were, that was the peak pessimism part. And that was, depression, Lehman Brothers moment, the market's going down 80%. And I was like, wrong, right? I was like, that's peak pessimism. I think the markets are actually going to bounce from here. We're kind of probably going to get another bear market rally. And that's exactly what you saw. It's usually when you have such peak, like such exaggerated emotions to one side versus the other, that those are usually indicative of short-term bottoms and short-term tops. And just like I thought the short-term bottom of peak pessimism in September and October, I feel like we're getting pretty damn close to peak optimism, where now all of a sudden people are talking about no landing at all. I mean, to me, that's just nuts. You don't have the fastest rate hike cycle in history, with inflation 6, 7, 8, 9%. Now, now obviously we're back to 6%, and not have any slowdown whatsoever in the economy. It doesn't mean you have to have this dark, deep, horrible recession. An economic slowdown, even a mild recession, completely healthy and completely normal. Everybody thinks recession, they got terrified by the R word. The R word recession is not something that you should necessarily be scared of, because every recession does not need to be 2008. 2008, 2009 was the worst recession we've ever had. That's why it's called the Great Recession, right? Unemployment went to over 10% by 2009. You had the foreclosure crisis, the housing crisis, global financial crisis. I mean, it was just a mess during that time period. It was one thing after another. That you don't need a recession to be as bad as it was in 08, 09. There have been plenty other recessions throughout history that have just been little boop, negative GDP, and then bang, positive GDP, positive GDP, positive GDP. And you're back out of the recession, economic expansion. So it's totally normal. So I just think you're getting to a point of peak pessimism. You were peak pessimism. Now I feel like you're getting to peak optimism. And it feels to me like the market has found a place of complacency. It is the wrong place for the markets to be. Jerome Powell, the economic counsel in Washington a couple weeks ago, said very specifically, if the labor market continues to stay hot and inflation data comes in higher than expected, we're going to have to raise rates even further than our current target, which is 5.1. You got all of that. You got higher than expected inflation, and the labor market is still extremely strong. You had initial jobless claims last week come in at 196,000, I think it was, under 200K. I mean, it's just unemployment down to 3.4, lowest number since 1969. I mean, these labor market numbers are staggering. And inflation came in much higher than expected for PPI and also CPI. So I have no reason to believe that Jerome Powell is not going to bump these targets higher. I wouldn't be surprised if in the March meeting, Jerome Powell goes, our new target is 5.35. Our new target is 5.6. Bump another 25 basis points or 2 on top of your Fed funds target. That is what I think you are going to see at the March Fed meeting. So I think there's a little bit of complacency. We got to welcome Stephanie. Stephanie, welcome. There are 17 spots now remaining. Everybody welcome Stephanie. 17 spots now remain. Stephanie, welcome to the family. Guys, we started with 50 of these spots on Friday. We started with 30 on this live stream. We're now down to 17. I would hurry up right now and go to ttgoffer.com at 121. Click apply code. The price drops to $9.20. It goes up at midnight or when 17 people join, whichever one of those two things first. You'll know you're getting the $9.20 if when you type in the key it says $9.20. Daniel, 16 now. Everybody, guys, these are going quick. I wouldn't even wait another minute. Daniel, welcome. Everybody, welcome. Daniel. Guys, remember, if you're currently a trial, used to be a trial, or used to be an annual member, you guys want this deal, you have to text us so we can whitelist your email address, 786-505-4049. Price is moving up to over $1,000 tonight, folks. You want it for that $920, grab it now. You only have 16 spots left. Grab it now. All right. Any other questions? Now is the time to ask. Now is the time to ask. Guys, if you see a good one, we just throw them right through. We can just throw it up on the screen. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you guys do have. That's a good question, Mike. China as of yet on how their reopening is affecting prices of commodities or how they are spending savings. Not yet. It's still too early. It's still a little bit too early, Maestro, but it's a really good question because that was a big question mark around China's reopening. Was China's reopening going to be a net positive for the global economy, or was it going to be a net negative for inflation? And that is a question that nobody knows because China is at the very top of the world in consumer savings right now. That makes sense because they've been in lockdown for 3 years. We came out of lockdown a year ago, right? So we've been out of lockdown and consumers all around the world in the US and Europe, everywhere, have been spending like crazy. Retail sales numbers last week came in scorching hot for the month of January. The retail consumer, my friends, is spending, and they're spending ferociously. The consumer is still very, because the jobs market is still strong. But people didn't know was, as the economy in the world now slows, China reopening and that consumer spending, does that help cushion the rest of the global economy from a sharper slowdown? And that would be a net positive for the economy, and that would add to the soft landing scenario. Or does China reopening, China being the largest consumer of commodities in the world, oil and a bunch of other commodities, does that start to push the price of commodities up, which now adds to inflationary pressures, which makes inflation harder to come down, which means the Fed has to be more aggressive, which increases the chances of recession and no soft landing. So this is the balancing act, or like the question that economists all over the world are trying to figure out, and nobody has a previous scenario that they can go back and point to, because this has never happened before. You never have the entire global economy shut down overnight and then reopen like this in pieces, especially with China, the size of their lockdown. Is that going to be a net positive to a soft landing, or is that a net negative for inflation? We just don't know that answer yet. It's still a little too early to see that data. You got to at least give it a month, maybe 2 months, before you really start to see that data come in on what the consumer is spending, what the Chinese consumer is spending. But that's a fantastic question. All right, let's see. What stocks are you looking at this week? Well, I'll be locked and loaded on NVIDIA. NVIDIA is not only one of my favorite stocks in the long-term portfolio, it's also one of my favorite stocks to trade. This stock has so much momentum, has so much volatility, it has such a large trading range, and I'm going to be all over this thing. So like when it comes to NVIDIA, now obviously I don't know what the earnings are going to be. I'm not trying to pretend like I know what the earnings are, but there's 2 levels that I really want you guys to focus on. And one level is right underneath 210, right? It's around like 207, 208, and that's going to be a support level. And I want you guys to see this level here. All right, I want you to see this level here for NVIDIA. All right, you guys see that level there for NVIDIA, and then the RISI up here around 230. So you've got this very wide range of support and resistance. This has been a consolidation range, a consolidation pattern for NVIDIA over the last couple of weeks. And this resistance up at 230, it takes you all the way back to a gap fill from April. Big gap down in April. That is a big gap fill. That is what is creating some of that resistance there around 230. And you have the support there at 207, 208. So what I'm going to be looking for is the earnings from NVIDIA. I'm looking for the earnings to break us out of this range. I believe downside off of their earnings. I think NVIDIA has caught a huge bid here going into 2023 because of the AI hype and NVIDIA and their chips and their technology being used in AI. And this stock has really taken advantage and has benefited from the hype. There is not going to be, AI stats in their earnings. So I feel like the earnings, I think the risk for this is going to be to the downside. And I'm actually looking for, I'm not going to position myself for a downward move in earnings because I'm not going to, like I said, I don't predict earnings. I react to them. So I'm going to see if we break underneath this level, which I think we are going to, but if we get underneath this 207, 208, I'm looking to be short NVIDIA, and I'm looking for NVIDIA to get down to 185. 185 is the level I'm going to be looking for. Where am I getting the mid 180s? Where is that level coming from? It's going to be coming from this previous pivot top here. Then you'll see that became a little level of support. And then there's that blue line, that 50-day moving average. That, my friends, is where I'm looking for NVIDIA to get down to, maybe 190. So call it 185 to 190. That is the level that I think NVIDIA can get to if we break that 207. So remember that level. That's where we're going to be looking at. All right. All right, guys. Who here on the live stream is a member of True Trading Group? Type the number 1 if you are a member of True Trading Group. If you are a member of True Trading Group, type the number 1. Again, guys, type the number 1 if you are a member of True Trading Group. I just want to see if you are a member, type the number 1. All right, beautiful. We have a lot of members from the TTG fam that are, okay, guys, listen up. Every one of you that a member of True Trading Group, if you are a member, head into the main chat room right now. If you are a member, head into the main chat room right now. Again, if you are a member, head into the main chat room right now. Members of True Trading Group, get your butts into the main chat room now. All right, head into the main chat room now, guys. If you are a member of True Trading Group. All right, and then what I'll do for those of you that are not members of True Trading Group, I'll go through and I'll show you guys the actual platform that is True Trading Group. So you can see firsthand everything that you're going to be getting access to for that $920 price point. Because like I said, our membership is an all-inclusive one. You get all of our courses and you get all of our tools included for the $920 price point. The price is going up over $1,000 today at midnight. So I'll show you what that $920 is going to get you. So this way you guys are all well aware of the value that you're getting for that $920. Again, if you are a member, get your butts on into the main trading chat room. All of our new members that just joined, you guys all also included, head into the main chat room. All right, folks, let me show you what's included in the membership for those of you that are not members. This concludes the educational part of the live. So if you're not interested in the membership at all, you guys can sign off the live stream. All right, but before you go, subscribe, smash the like button, turn on your notifications so you never miss out on these lives. But of course, you get our chat room where the mod I share our screen. We're live in the mic. We're calling out our trades in real time. You guys can use the mobile app. The mobile app lets you see the screen share, listen to the audio commentary, all right, get real-time push notifications when the mods enter and exit trades. So this way you guys can follow along with what we're doing in chat, even if you're not in front of your computer. That's how so many of our members that have full-time jobs and busy schedules, that's how they're able to follow along with what we're doing. You also get 2 study groups with our mods each year so that you can, speed up your learning curve, get you started on the right path. You get Benzinga Pro's a real-time news feed, which is live breaking up to the second news alerts right inside of our chat. You get congressional trade data so you can follow and track trades that Congress members and their families are making. You'll also get access to TradingView's premium charting software, the Trade Ideas scanner, which is the industry standard scanner. You guys get access to that with your membership as well. All this is included for the $920. The trading this trading simulator lets you trade stocks and options with fake money, but with real-time data, so you can practice what you're implementing, what you're learning in the courses. You also get our own proprietary scanner that lets you create custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow. A full trading journal tracks all of your trades. and breaks it down to the statistics and numbers. You can see what you need to work on. You get a social sentiment scanner to tell you what ticker symbol is being mentioned most on social media. You get analyst ratings on any stock you're interested in, so you can see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating. You get a watch list every day. The mods publish a watch list, and what stocks we're looking at with a game plan specifically of how we plan on trading these stocks. So you know exactly where to focus your attention every day, and you know exactly what our plan is to buy here, sell there, short here, etc. And then you get all the courses. The courses are a simplified but expanded upon version of the stuff I learned that I worked at the fundamental courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it. There's no VIP courses that cost another $1,000 after you join. Every course is included. Then you have a video library with about 400 hours of workshops and webinars from covering different topics, and he's live when you guys become a full-time member. It's time you guys invest in something real, folks, something that can actually help you reach your goals. Now, listen, I can't guarantee you'll be successful just because you join True Trading Group, but what I can guarantee is if you do join and utilize this platform, go for the 10 to study group. If you still can't make back $920 at least once during your membership, $1,840, double that I can guarantee you. We've only had to give a refund to roughly 2.83% of our since 2016. 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,000 views. And 78% of our members renew their membership. That's why I can offer you the double your money back guarantee. Take advantage, guys. Go to ttgoffer.com. Use the code TTG121. Click apply code. Price drops to $920. Price is moving up over $1,000 at midnight tonight. You also get the free one-on-one mentor session with myself or any one of your other mods. Make sure we get you guys started off on the right foot. If you have any questions, if you're currently a trial, used to be a trial, or used to be an annual member, you have to send a text to 786-505-4049. We have to whitelist your email address. Otherwise, if you have questions at True Trading Group, anything at all, you text that phone number right there. We're a full, open, transparent book. Happy to answer any questions that you guys do have. If you are a member already, get into the main chat room now. Special announcement. For the rest of you, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Smash notifications. Don't ever miss out on any one of these lives. We're dropping golden nuggets on a regular. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream again. Thanks for dealing with the audio and the technical difficulties that we had. But we're down here in Mexico trying to make it all work for you guys. We love you guys. I'll see you all again later in chat. Take care. Smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Take care, everybody. Have a great night.